Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camppatton Family Compound. With me tonight, we have Tammy of Rebel Canners and Mark of ChefTech. Yes, it is time for the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's topic is canning drinks. And I know that sounds a little bit ambiguous, but I just realized I don't have my earpiece in, so I might start echoing here. There we go.
Ooh, can I can Tammy? Can I can Mai Tais? That's a
you
joke.
can
You know
can
that.
the mixers for it.
Oh, okay, so you mean I don't have to like preserve alcohol in a jar because it'll go bad by itself in its own bottle after 150 years? Sorry,
No,
you know I have to go there every time we talk about this.
I know.
Well,
Leave the alcohol out. Can everything else. Just like if you want a Bloody Mary, you can Bloody Mary mix or Clemento mix, and then you add the alcohol in fresh at the time you open that jar.
Clemento, what does it mean? Clamato?
Clamato. Yeah, I don't drink it, so I can't pronounce
Clamato,
it.
Clamato, tomato, potato, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you had to work potatoes into this one.
Absolutely, yeah.
That came up this week. I did a talk at the Mitten Homesteaders, and I said things you shouldn't do. Can 300 pounds of potatoes and tie up all your jars just because they're free.
Unless you happen to get 200 jars from an estate sale for a nickel a piece.
Yeah. Something like that.
But we have a lot more to talk about than alcohol. A lot more than alcohol. But first, let's jump over here and say, Pete, numbers of crap time here, so let's say hi to everybody. First one in was Geeky Gardens, then Crew 1351, then Shady Hill Homestead in on Tammy's side, then Kaylin Strain, something or other Michael, CRML Michael from upstate New York on Tammy's side.
Welcome.
And Diana's in here. And everybody's chatting there. Shady Hill came in over on my side too. And Diana went over onto your side, so they're double dipping. ACS Wild is in on your side. Brad 21 is in on your side.
Welcome.
And Sandra Volmar is in on both sides. Bear Truth is in on your side.
Hello.
And the people just keep coming in, and the number up here keeps climbing right away.
Perfect.
So,
wonderful.
For those who just kind of came in here at the last, we are not talking just about alcohol drinks.
No.
We're going to cover a whole bunch. Tammy and I were talking beforehand, added another thing to the slideshow here.
Whole nother category.
Yeah, whole nother category. So, it's interesting.
Canning liquor is easy. You take it out of the big bottle, you put it in the smaller bottles, put a cap on it, and put it on the shelf.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
You're done.
Or you squeeze the mash down, you do the stuff, you got to distill. Oh, wait, we can't talk about that.
That's not canning. That's creating.
Well, once you're done, you see it comes out into mason jars, and you put the lid on it.
Okay.
Some of those.
I spent my time back in West. I spent my time back in West Virginia. Yeah.
You might want to cork them. It's a lot safer than putting a lid on it.
Yeah.
Just saying. And I don't drink, so I know that. So that's, Yeah.
Because I don't drink alcohol either.
But
what is interesting is, so I put this on the calendar 9 months
a year ago.
9 months, a year ago. And so it's been on there. We've been slowly working through the different topics and stuff. Speaking of which, you can send either Tammy an email at rebelcanners@gmail.com or Camppatton Family Compound, one word, no spaces, and give us ideas of stuff you want to hear us talk about for canning or food preservation and stuff like that.
And we'll move it to the top of the line if you send it to Gil.
Yeah. And especially if it's really good and we haven't talked about it ever before. One of the things, so the one CRML it's Carmela Michael.
Oh, hi.
She put it in there on the chat. All right. So what's interesting, I was talking to Tammy beforehand, I've seen some unique ad / reels on Facebook. Oh, Myra Page just came in on your side.
Hey, Myra.
About making these, chemical-free soft drinks, CO2-free soft drinks, using coconut water and some other things, and then they had these different powdered vegetables for the coloring, all natural. You put in a little bit, you can either get this nice blue or a green or a yellow or a pink or a red, whatever.
Yep.
And so I've seen several things like that over this last week, which is really interesting. So what type of drinks are we talking about? I'm going to bring up a little list here, and we're all going to jump to the one side of the screen. Boom, there we go. Now, I've heard people talk about canning coffee, and I've heard a lot of pushback on it. But if you can coffee during the wintertime when it's cold, and you store it in the summertime, you can have iced coffee by taking one of those pints or pint and a half, sticking it in the fridge.
Yep.
And I froze for a second in the fridge, and now you have an iced coffee, basically.
Yeah.
Without the ice cubes in it.
And you add one of these simple syrups. You always carry
that in your car with you.
You haven't been watching my videos, so you know the answer is yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. And
my new thing, a fountain pop once a day is not enough. I have to make it a dirty soda. So not only do I have my own flavoring, I have creamer packets.
All right. Bear Truth was looking for the chat. They found it. Yay! So one of the things I listen to all these people talk about they can't live without coffee. My nephew, he talks about all the coffee and stuff and everything, having been in the Navy and everything else. Got to have his coffee. And I've heard some complain about, the cost of iced coffee in the summertime, in the middle of the day when and they want coffee, but they don't want hot coffee. This is the perfect thing in my mind. Hey, Tammy, what do you think?
I think that if you serve coffee at your graduation open house and you have made one of those great big crocks of it, and
I got one of those. I got 100 cupper.
Yeah, and nobody drinks it because it's 80 degrees that day instead of 72 like it was supposed to be. Can that baby, and then you just have to pop one in August, and you don't have to turn on the coffee pot and heat the house when it's already 105 indoors. So I do a lot of those canned coffees just so that in August I'm not heating up my stove. Can I make it over the open fire on the campfire? Yeah, but why do I want to? Why?
I'm not a cold coffee fan. I mean, yeah, I've had my share of whatever $bucks that my friend would buy me something. They're good, but they're super sugary and super bad for you. I don't care what temperature it is. It could be 100 degrees outside. I will walk into the 7-Eleven Sheets, whatever, and fill up my cup of coffee and walk out with a steaming hot cup of coffee in 100-degree weather. I don't care. I'm a coffee snob like that.
It actually cools you off to drink hot coffee in the summer.
Oh, but keeps me awake. I don't care.
Makes you colder in the winter to drink hot coffee. Fun fact.
Yeah. Brad here says he said had to have iced coffee in the summertime in Iraq. Hottest I saw was 147 degrees in 2003. Yeah.
And I just did a thing on instant coffee powder, which is great for when it's hot out too, to make a coffee instead of you can get a cappuccino.
Freeze dried coffee. I got lots of that.
Yes, freeze dried coffee. Yes.
Diane says it's something I can have iced coffee simply by pouring my brew over ice.
Yes.
Yeah, but you got to make it extra strong because when you pour it over ice, it thins it down and makes it weak. Yeah. Nothing's worse than weak coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know. a weak pumpkin pie with weak whipped cream on it's pretty bad. Anyways, so coffee is probably America's number one or number two drink. If it's number two, it's right behind milk.
Oh, hey, today is National Milk Producers Day and Dairy Month started today. So
yeah. All right, so coffee. I think coffee's one of those things. If you're going on a road trip and you don't want to spend however much to swing by a Starbucks or whatever it has, you can buy coffee on the way on your road trip. If you have several pints or so in the ice chest or whatever, you may have wanted hot coffee, but you got coffee, and you're saving money and saving time pulling off to get another coffee.
Hey, follow Tammy's cue, can the coffee and can some milk, and keep them in your cooler where they're both cold, and you can add your fresh, raw, whatever milk to your iced coffee and have a nice coffee cooler.
Yeah. You can, it's one of those things where you don't need a lot of it, but it's kind of nice to have some on your shelf. And
hand in hand with coffee comes teas.
Yes.
Because some people prefer tea to coffee. Some people do pros. They do coffee in the morning and tea in the evening so they don't keep themselves awake at night.
And I'll make a big thing of sun tea, and I'll be on a kick where I drink a gallon of sun tea every couple of days, and then all of a sudden I don't want it, and I made it up. So
the heck was that? A squirrel?
I don't know. Somebody's doing something behind me. I'm in the driveway at my friend's house, and I don't know what they were messing with, but whatever. It's my son with a basketball. Isn't helping. Go away. I think he just hit my car with a basketball.
Yeah.
So then I'll just take that what was going to be leftover tea, and I'll can it. My son loves sweet tea. I don't drink sweet tea. I drink unsweetened tea. But my son absolutely loves sweet tea, so I'll make him a couple sweet tea concentrates, and then he can open it up and add his ice and a little more water, and he's got one when I'm not home to make a tea. So
and I bet this would be well received down in Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia. Yeah.
Make it in the winter when it's cool, and then you can just crack open. And when you're having like a party and you have all these pints with the coffee and the iced coffees and the teas and the lemonades, and you just crack open a cooler at a party, and they all have a pint of whatever their drink they want. It's been made. They don't need to know it was made 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And you can put the sugar in. You can put sugar in your tea if you like that, and can it with the sugar in it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just
so make
simple syrup.
Make your big batch of tea the way you like it. The flavors with the lemon and the sugar and no cream, and then tastes good. Throw it in jars. Can it. What would be the canning times on that? Like 45 minutes.
I don't.
Water bath.
It's really quick. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's high acid. You could probably water bath it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see people talk.
It's no time at all.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like doing a broth or canning water.
Yeah, except it's higher acid. So, yeah, it's self. Yeah.
And you can just slip, like, I made a pot of coffee and I have extra. You can slip a couple jars in when you're doing something else, just like water. Slip it. You got an empty spot. Slip that leftover sun tea. Slip that leftover coffee in there. Slip your lemonade from the.
Yeah, and if you're doing something that takes 90 minutes to can, it doesn't matter. Throw it in there.
Yeah.
And Diane has a kind of a counter to that. She goes, "I feel like tea gets bitter in a fairly short time
because of the oxygen. So when you can it, you're not letting it oxidize. So if I was going to sit it in my refrigerator, yeah, it's going to oxidize because my pitcher has a very big surface area on top where the oxygen is always getting in there. It's not sealed. Same with coffee. Coffee oxidizes and gets bitter really quick. That's why you want to can it if you have a bunch of leftovers.
Yeah. All right. Next one here, fruit drinks. Now we did before talking about doing like apple cider and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch more fruit drinks. There's peach juice, apricot juice, grape juice, lemon,
yeah.
orange, grapefruit. Some of those are very acidic. Some of them not so much.
And it's like a 15-minute water bath. Every one of those you named was a 15-minute water bath. Okay. Every fruit juice, I can't think of one that would be 20. At the most, there would be a 20-minute water bath if it was a low acid, but most fruits are high enough acid to be a 15.
Passion fruit. What's the one that's sort of like a peach, but it's
I want to say mangosteen, and that's not right.
Apricots.
Well, there's the apricots, but there's some that looks more like peach.
Mango.
Nectarine.
Nectarine. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
My wife wants more nectarine trees too. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, all of those things could be made into juices or juice concentrates that you just open up and add water.
Yeah, papaya.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, there's and if you're in the summertime and you have an assortment of these drinks and you're having a get together, it's a party. Especially if there's a bunch of little kids around and it's like, okay, I like this, and they're just having a great time with it. But the fruit and soup. Yeah, go ahead.
The flavored lemonades are really hot right now. The lilac lemonade and the blackberry lemonade and the strawberry lemonade is so out, and it's all these other lemonades right now. And you can make every single one of them and can them.
Yep. Elderberry lemonade. Ooh.
Elderflower. Well, I make elderflower lemonade, which the elderflowers will be out very soon. Of course, if you use the elderflowers, and they have a lot of the same properties as the elderberries, but if you use the elderflowers, they taste like sugar. They make it very, very sweet tasting without adding as much sugar, but you don't get berries. That's why I don't harvest my elderflowers in the same patch I harvest my elderberries at. But now that I have 3 elderberry bushes in my yard, we'll see.
Yay. I got 1, 2, 3 elderberries that I started from last year's thing, and they're now double stalk and 24 inches tall, and they're still in half-gallon cottage cheese buckets with holes in it, but they'll get planted. I got to get them in the ground here probably in a month or 2 so they can winter over.
Diana says cherry lemonade.
Ooh, yes. Cherry limeade.
Yeah.
Just skip the lemons right there and go with the limes. I like limes better. I like limeade.
Question here. Are you guys ever interested in selling anything that you do can / jar?
I don't sell anything. I freeze dry, can, jar, because I don't have that kind of insurance.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the thing.
I gift a lot of the stuff. I will not sell it. I have taken the cottage law classes here in my state, Michigan. I mean, we're not as, how do I put the word, fanatical lockdown as California is. But then I'd have to know the law in every state to ship it. I don't prepare my stuff in a commercial kitchen generally. I mean, I do sometimes, but not generally. So then you got that whole cottage law that applies. I do have access to a commercial kitchen. I could do that, but renting the commercial kitchen is outrageously expensive, and so it wouldn't be very financially.
You'd have to charge $12 for a half pint of blackberry jelly or more.
And that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, is trying to let you guys know it's fairly easy to do.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself. You have questions, we'll be more than happy to answer your questions on it. You can email us questions as well too. I'm getting ready to do this. This is what I'm doing. Is there anything else I need? and we'll get back to you as fast as we can on it. In fact, like the first time I actually did pressure canning, I've been doing water bath canning since I was a twerp. Was this is the picture of my water of the first time I did pressure canning, and it was making cowboy beans, ground beef and baked beans put together and canned. And I was so nervous, but Tammy came on I did a little live stream of it, and Tammy and Martin came on there and walked me through everything. So yeah. And Tammy, what's your one level on your channel?
Your third tier, you get private lesson once a month.
So
of
Tammy
your choice.
has that.
So I will do a Zoom like I did with Gil. I'll do a Zoom through StreamYard. Well, StreamYard, private StreamYard, and I'll talk you through canning whatever item you want to can that week.
Generally, we don't use Telegram or anything like that.
No.
Amongst ourselves, it's it's the old texting,
emails and texts. Yeah,
emails, texts, and private messaging on Facebook.
Yeah, but and the occasional phone call.
Yeah, exactly. But to talk to talk like Tammy says, we can do, and I've done live streams that didn't go out on YouTube, but just private, like a Zoom meeting with people. Yep. And that way, they don't have to worry about everybody else hearing their questions. If they feel their questions might be, as they say, I got a stupid question. No question is stupid unless you don't answer. Don't ask it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have found some stupid questions, but that was because they weren't on topic. But if you're staying on topic, there are no stupid questions.
All right, got a question here. Could you can Brazilian lemonade? It has sweetened condensed milk in it, coconut water, and limes.
Yes, I can. Yeah, I'm a rebel. Oh, I can.
Yeah. I mean, that would be what? Would that be 20 minutes water bath or 15? Or a little longer?
Because you got the sweetened condensed milk.
Yes.
So I'd have to look it up a little bit, but
yeah, you'd literally have to get the meter, the pH, electronic pH thing, and calibrate it and test it. Then you can go by a chart there if you want to do that method. I got one for swimming pools.
They're adding enough. There is a ton of lime in a Brazilian lemonade. Like it's more than 50% lime juice.
Yeah.
So
that helps it.
Yeah.
What is that? Lime juice and sweetened condensed milk. That's it. Sounds good.
Pretty much.
Coconut water.
And coconut water.
And lime and pieces of limes with it.
Yeah. So like I'd have to really research it. I haven't done that one, so I'd have to research it. I mean, I know it would be less than a 10-minute pressure can. You could pressure can it for 10 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure. Yeah. Change it if it's your altitude. I know you could do that. For sure. But I haven't water bathed it, so I'd have to look at the water bath. But it's 50% lime juice, so it's very high acid. Yeah.
Brad, Tammy has some great videos on her playlist. Check out, go to her playlist, and she got canning cheese, canning butter, canning anything dairy.
Yeah. If you can buy it in a store, I can teach you I can teach you how to can it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to something that one of the things that really piqued my interest when I saw it about a month ago was someone was canning electrolyte drinks.
Yeah. It's like
and same thing. You just like the iced tea, iced coffee, they canned it up with electrolyte and stuff in it. Put some flavoring in it. Put it in the fridge before they go out to the football game or whatever, and you have something a lot safer than the current sports drinks. Ugh.
Yeah.
No sugar. You don't want sugar.
What are the base ingredients in a electrolyte drink?
Basically, they were taking it just like you would buy the. I don't have the packets here. I've showed them before, the little packets of the electrolyte.
I can answer.
Go ahead.
It's sugar, salt, baking soda.
Well, the ones I have don't have any sugar in them, but they also have a little bit of magnesium in it.
Yeah,
the magnesium citrate and a little bit of the calcium citrate. So you have
both of those things. When you say a little bit, you better mean like teaspoons, because I'm going to tell you, if you drink
that stuff will make you poop.
Yeah, if you're drinking that stuff by the half pint, you are going to be that's your prep for a colonoscopy.
Yeah, it's little bit like an eighth of a teaspoon.
Okay.
So can you make a homemade version of your colonoscopy prep? You don't have to drink that slimy crap they give you from the drugstore with. Ugh.
You could. Would you want to? Probably not. Because if you're having that done, you're not feeling well enough to really make these ahead of time.
No, you make it ahead of time.
All right, Mark, this one's for you. Dr. Berg was talking about the different types of magnesium for vitamins and stuff. And he went from the worst to the best. And about in the middle of it was one of them. I can't remember which one it was. But he goes, yeah, you take this. If you double or triple up on the amount they say to take, yeah, it's just like getting ready for your colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for what they were doing, they were taking the packets of the liquid IV or the VPAL or whatever, and they were just using the thing and just mixing it up ahead of time so they could chill, and canning it so they could so they could chill it down to take it with them to the sports games or whatever. So
I'm allergic to 90% of those because they put iodine in them. So I wouldn't use them anyway.
I'm just thinking because hang on.
Liquid IV is the only one I know that I can take without throwing up.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the ingredients here for the. Okay, so
it's based on the salts they use.
Yeah.
They use the cheap salt with iodine in it, then I get sick.
Yeah. Dang it. Saying Amazon's being funky on me here. So I'm looking at, because I buy my wife buys the liquid IV. I buy the hang on, I'm trying to get into it here so it's being.
I wonder if can I freeze dry IV fluid and just add water? Oh wait, that's just salt water then.
Well, not necessarily. Lactated ringers has some sugar in it.
Okay, here we go. So I'm looking here up on it. Where's the ingredients on it? That one, that. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Puffin stuff. He just popped in.
Yeah. The problem with messing with those and making them at home is if you're messing with your kidneys.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
There's no iodine in the Venture Pal either.
It is in there. It's just
in the salt.
Under the word salt. It's in the salt. They don't list it separate.
Salt. Yeah.
When it just says salt, that means it has iodine in the salt.
They just call it
sea salt.
Natural flavoring,
Yeah. Or natural flavoring, or
All right. The Venture Pal salt tabs you suck on are what did it say? Did it say Himalayan sea salt?
That would be good. That I could have. Then.
Yeah. Looking for the other ones here. So give me a second.
Anyway, when you make your own drinks, though, you have to really be careful about the proportions because, I mean, that's really rough on your kidneys.
Yeah.
So, can you make them? Yes. Should you drink them no matter whether they're store-bought or homemade with extreme caution? Also, yes.
Okay, I'm looking up something else here.
So Diana's asking all about, I can understand when athletes, they need electrolytes, but what about the average person that's, in good shape? Unless you're in a hot, sweaty environment, I guess.
Yeah, unless you're profusely sweating and losing a lot of your body's salt, those things are really not good for you. Like my son was just begging me for an energy drink, and I'm going to get him one because he's got a game and he wants it, but he doesn't get one like every day of the week. It's a special occasion. He came in and begged me for one. He's like, will you buy me one tomorrow morning? I'm like, all right, you can have one tomorrow because, he's going to pre-hydrate. But, yeah, those things, you should be taking them with caution.
Yeah. Just one other thing I'm checking here real quick just to make sure here on it. I'm looking at the stuff on it and the ingredients on it. Yeah, it just says salt for the hydration boost packet, unlike the salt tabs, which say Himalayan salt on it.
Yeah. See that I would probably avoid the one that doesn't say Himalayan or sea salt.
So I'm gonna check here on it.
For myself. You can take them.
Free. Asking the question, see what it comes up at here, and so the iodine pal sorry, time to think of it. The Venture Pal sugar-free packets that I've been getting say on it they are iodine free. They do not contain any iodine.
But do they now? Okay, but do they contain aspartame?
Aspartame?
Because you just said they're sugar-free. So that also makes me throw up. So I just have to be careful. I have too many allergies. That's why I cook for myself.
It says aspartame. No. Sodium citrate, magnesium, stevia leaf.
Oh,
extract.
Okay. Well, then what's the name of those again?
That is the. Hang on a second here. Let me do it this way here. Go back here to this one here. And
all right.
Venture Pal.
Right,
I get the grape and I get the cherry flavor, but they have like 6 different flavors of them.
All right. Well, I might grab those for my son then. Then I can have them too.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and drop that down now. There we go.
Right.
Now, so yeah, and you don't have to add a lot. You can just keep it as simple, simple stuff using the iodine. You make it for your own, whatever. You can control your own ingredients you put in there. Make sure it's iodine free. If you put a pinch or 2 of salt in it or whatever else it is.
Yeah.
Moving on here to the alcohol mixers. Take it away, Mark, and your Bloody Mary canning.
Whatever. But to say I got too lazy, I didn't want to cook down 6 gallons of tomato juice all the way to sauce, and it got to the consistency of tomato juice. I'm like, huh. So I gave some to the wife. I said, taste this. She's like, what is it? It says just tomato juice. She's like, okay, it's just plain tomato juice. Like, great. Let's make Bloody Mary mix. She's like, okay. So 2 hours later of making little tiny batches in little tiny cups so I didn't destroy an entire 6 gallons of tomato sauce, we came up with our, a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little more of this, a little less of that, back and forth. Finally, she's like, that's perfect. So we kind of kept track of the ratios and did it in a big pot, and she added a little more things here and there. It came out the way she likes it, and I still got 14 quarts of Bloody Mary mix downstairs from 2 years ago because now we don't drink it. But I'll drink it as tomato. I'll drink it as tomato juice because it's really good.
So what you do is you take it and you pour it over a roast in the crock pot and walk away.
Oh yeah,
that's
I used a batch. I made a turkey chili, Bloody Mary turkey chili.
Mm-hmm.
I just poured it in there and thickened it up, and has its own weird flavor because there's so many different spices and mixers and things in there. It's good. It's different.
It's really good on a venison roast. If you get venison that's super gamey, the tomato juice will cut it. So if somebody gives me some gamey venison, I'll just cook it in Bloody Mary mix.
All righty.
See, the alcohol mixers, I'm totally lost at. I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't since my senior year in high school when I had a couple bottles of Boone Farms Strawberry Hill on senior day.
Yeah.
You still got a headache from it.
When we're also going to circle back again to the flavored syrups. A lot of those specialty drinks that you get your own signature drink, and then the special ingredient is a flavored syrup. And I have been really on a making my own flavored syrup kick. I know I've bought the store-bought one, was given to me, that hangs out. Yes, Mark, hangs out in my car, lives in the back cup holder behind that, and I make my own dirty sodas every morning. But I've made some raspberry simple syrups, some strawberry simple syrups. I made elderberry simple syrups.
What do? You just take all the strawberries, just cook them down, strain them out real well, cook them down till they're like just super thick. Yeah,
cook it down to super thick and then strain it, and then you add it to a simple sugar base.
Yeah, puffin stuff. We usually do that near the end. Yeah, take just some Q&A stuff, and looking at the time, we'll probably should be able to do it pretty good tonight. Yeah.
Well, and we usually stay late if we have questions. We won't leave you hanging.
Yeah. So, I mean, what type of alcohol mixers would you guys make besides Bloody Mary mix?
I don't drink them, so I can't.
Pick your favorite fruit juice mixer to go with whatever alcohol you're drinking. I never drank much in the hard alcohols, and I actually stopped drinking, period, back in March. So I've also lost like 26 pounds so far. And, I don't talk about it. And it wasn't hard to do. I was just like, screw it, it's too expensive. So I just drink water.
Your raccoon has not got any slimmer in your profile picture. I'm sorry.
No, well, that's because the raccoon was never drinking. He just eats.
And eats.
Yeah. He tries to eat cotton candy, but every time he washes it off in the river, it disappears.
Poor raccoon. Yeah, you're back to like the peach,
fruit juices, fruit drinks,
the apricot nectar. Yeah, all of those things. I think the people use
citrus drinks, coffee citrus. I mean, you can. Yeah, I mean, you want to make your own Kahlua. Yeah, it's a good vodka and coffee. I mean, you can make your own, but don't can it with the alcohol in it, because it kind of defeats the purpose.
You don't can Kahlua; it's shelf stable.
Yeah,
you refrigerate it, and then keep it in your refrigerator for a year. It's shelf stable.
Yeah. Next one here. You can, there's several ways to work on this. So I put in as carbon dioxide free soft drinks, so it's not all bubbling stuff. Some people just absolutely don't like the carbonated drinks. Others do. But in canning your own, you can have it after you can it. When you go to use it, if you happen to have a big party going on and someone's like, let's go get some dry ice and stuff to keep the stuff colder longer. You break a little piece off, drop it in your drink there, and it starts turning it into carbonated. So there's a way to take
frozen CO2, and then you do that at Halloween, so you have that foggy drink coming off. Yeah, your Dr. Pepper with fog.
What are you drinking? I'm drinking hydrochloric acid.
Yeah,
sulfuric acid.
Yeah,
for Halloween. Yeah. Soft drinks. The number one thing that pops into my mind is root beer, because we used to do stuff like that with root beer. Every way you could think of doing it, we did it back when I was in my preteen years. And but there are so many more soft drinks now. One of the things, strawberry sodas, orange soda. If you're so inclined, you can make yourself a caffeine soda called Mountain Dew.
Well,
and if you're really so inclined, you take that Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper and you make jelly out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drink it. But you can also use ginger bug to get yourself a bubbly drink that isn't CO2. Well, I mean, it's natural.
You just ferment it.
It's your natural stuff. You can ferment root beer. You can ferment sassafras root. You can
Birch root.
Yeah, birch beer. Yeah, there's a whole list of ferment. You go down the fermented rabbit hole when you get into the CO2.
Yeah.
And then I keep seeing posts. I'm gonna have to try it. I've screenshot the recipe where you can make your own Dr. Pepper syrup. So then, like, you'd be cutting out the gas station entirely here in my car with I'd be making my own Dr. Pepper syrup and then pouring it over ice and adding creamer and.
I think Gil forgot to hit mute.
Gotta mute myself here, folks.
Right.
You're good.
So you can go down that whole rabbit hole of fermentation, which is way better for you. All of those things are way better for your gut health. Way better. Because, I mean, these are all high in sugar. Nothing on this list that we've talked about today is good for your guts or good for you at all. If you could drink water, I just happen to hate the taste of water or the total lack of taste with water.
How about a kimchi soda?
Ew. You know, I'm trying to do the flavored waters. So I'm doing the cucumber water. I'm doing some mint in my water. I'm adding some fruit and letting it sit in my water before I drink it. I like the cucumber water. And then we just did some cleavers, which is supposed to be really good for you. We made some cleavers. We cold soaked it for a couple of days and then made it into ice cubes.
What are cleavers?
It is that sticky weed you find in your garden. Has a lot of health benefits, though.
Shocker. Almost every weed has a health benefit, but it's a weed. You must spray it with stuff and kill it and never make it come back. I wonder why. Or
you just pull it out, make it like sun tea, and then make it into ice cubes and throw it in your water with some cucumber. It tastes like cucumbers. I hide it in cucumber water. It's really what cleans out your. Supposedly, I am not able to, make any claims myself, but I have been told by other people more knowledgeable and credentialed than me that it cleans out your lymphatic system.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it cleans out something else. I'm like, you can't say that it works, but
no,
hey,
the
case of toilet paper I just went through will definitely say it worked.
That's somebody's recipe for electrolyte drinks that I'm not drinking because doesn't sound like a good. That did not sound like a good time for me. My recipe with the salt, sugar, and baking soda and a little flavoring, way better.
One of these days I'm going to go. I go out, and when my wife works on a weekend, one of her friends, she loves all that stuff. So if I know she's working, I'll go out in the yard here and I will cut like a 2-gallon Ziploc bag packed with lemon balm, and I just drive it over. I'm like, here you go. And she just gives me this big old hug, and she's like, thank you, and it's gone. Within 2 weeks, it's gone.
Oh yeah.
Okay, addressing the comment here on the screen. I do powdered water flavorings, but I'm hearing a lot of negative about the sugar-free stuff.
Depends on what additive you're using. Yeah.
Use stevia. Anything artificial, no go at our house, basically because it will make me deathly ill for 24 hours. You don't want to know how from one end to the other.
But the toilet paper will tell you. No, I was kidding.
Yeah. Nothing like, needing a bucket while you're sitting because you ate something that had aspartame in it. But you can make your own powdered water flavorings. Freeze-dried strawberries ground to a powder make a great powdered water flavoring. And you can buy
I was going to mention that, but you just did that.
Yeah, you can buy those at Dollar Tree and pound your own powder. It's a little more expensive than, but I haven't been able to buy that freeze dryer that Mark has.
No, it's not it's an investment. It's an ever-going investment too, because you're always buying more supplies.
One of the things my wife has done recently, since the last time she was up here last summer, instead of putting sugar in her coffee mix, she does a little coffee, some heavy duty cacao, whatever, into
Cocoa
it.
powder, yeah.
And she's adding honey to it now.
Yes.
Instead of sugar.
I tried honey in my coffee once. I did not like it at all.
I love it. I love honey in my coffee.
It was just wrong because I'm used to honey in teas and other things, not coffee. And I did that, and I was like, no.
You don't need as much as you think you need. Honey, you need less because it's way sweet.
So there's that way to the honey or the stevia leaf extract is ways to go on that.
Yeah.
And Kaylin said rose water.
Yep, rose water.
But there's on the there are recipes out there for make your own sun-kissed orange, to make your own all your different sodas, a lot of them stuff other than Coca-Cola and stuff like that, but the fruit flavored ones and stuff, there are recipes out there to make your own using the dry ice method to carbonate it and cool it, cooking it up and then doing that to it. Go ahead.
And if you make your own flavored syrup and use the carbonated trick that Gil's talking about, so you can some flavored syrups this winter, and then you could make your own specialty soda by adding the sparkling water or the CO2.
You could even, like me, set, which is now a crabapple syrup. It was great. I used that, and I used that when I made pancakes instead of water.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Yep.
One of the things of the soft drinks I want to make a copy of is Flying Cauldron's Butterscotch Beer. It's a cream soda.
Oh yeah, you could do that. So easy. That's a vanilla base, butter powder and vanilla base.
Yeah. For those of you, sorry, I got to cut in because you mentioned Sunkissed. For those of you out there who your kids love Sunkissed soda and it's orange soda and you think it's safe, you might want to read the ingredients. There's caffeine in it.
Oh, is there caffeine in it?
There's a lot. My best friend's wife couldn't tolerate caffeine. She's like, so she had us pick up orange soda for her at the store, and she's like, get me the Sunkissed. I was like, okay, we didn't think about it. And then we get home back to their house, and my wife pulls the bottle out and reads it. She's like, Chris, Sunkissed has caffeine. And she's like, no, it doesn't. She read the label. She about hit the floor.
Yeah.
Because she didn't know why she couldn't sleep. She was drinking orange soda until like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make a lot of those because you can make an orange flavored syrup and then just add sparkling water or add the dry ice to make it bubbly.
With the butterscotch beer has become my favorite from working at scout camp as staff. But the Flying Cauldron butterscotch beer is like taking a glass of 150-year-old scotch. You sip it. You do not drink it. You chug it. You sip it a little bit. It makes your eyeballs spin.
So Gil, hit the clearance aisle at Walmart, at your local Walmart, because Harry Potter butterbeer flavorings, like a bottle like this, but it's a different brand, is on clearance because they just were selling a whole bunch of Harry Potter flavorings, and they're all in the clearance aisles, and they have the butterbeer there in the clearance aisle.
All right. But yeah, I mean, first time I had one, they didn't warn me. I took a swig of it. It's like a stomp in my eyes are hurt. It's like, dang, it's like, it's just so intense. It is not for the weak, but it's a soda. It's a cream soda, but it's the flavor is so intense. I
love cream sodas.
I love cream soda too. They're making a Dr. Pepper, or not Dr. Pepper, a Mountain Dew cream soda right now.
Ew.
I have bought one. I have not tried it yet.
I've had Dr. Pepper cream. That was pretty good.
I love Dr. Pepper cream soda. I love cream soda.
The only Mountain Dew I ever liked was Code Red and Pitch Black. Code Red was like the thing. Then Pitch Black was really good. And they turn it into a whenever they feel like making it, but I don't even drink that anymore. So
Maybe I'll do a reaction video. I haven't done one of those in a really long time. To this, it's a
Beauty
dirty
Berry.
soda. Huh?
Comment on the screen here.
Oh yeah.
He made Beauty Berry syrup one time, doubled the pectin and wouldn't set up.
Yeah, you could use that for flavored syrup for making drinks then.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so anybody have any questions here?
Well, Puff and stuff had questions that were not sort of related, but you can, if you want to put them up, We'll talk about it.
Yeah, Puff and stuff, you're up for questions. But yeah, the just about. I mean, you could make a maple syrup soft drink if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you could use maple syrup instead of the honey or regular syrup. Caro syrup is what they have in most of the drinks. High fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just removing that ingredient would really improve your health benefits from making it at home.
Puff and stuff that you put up here. Okay, so grew up eating.
Oh, so did I. My mom would make macaroni and milk. My mom would make the macaroni. My mom would have macaroni and milk. My dad would have macaroni and tomatoes.
Macaroni and tomatoes or tomato juice. Elbow macaroni and tomato juice.
We would use stewed tomatoes. My mom didn't juice them; she just stewed them. So
all right. So his question is he wants to wanting to can it.
That's a canning pasta. You're gonna have to play with that. Yeah. Because I canned some stuff once with pasta in it, and it just absolutely destroyed it.
Yeah.
They use a different kind of pasta. It's like super hard and dense. Mm-hmm. And that way, when it's in the canning process, it still turns to mush, but it holds its shape. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That stuff is different than what you buy in the store. That's special macaroni stuff.
Yeah. If the time it takes you to heat it up to eat it, you can cook your macaroni. So you're not saving time and you're not saving energy because now you're cooking it twice. And you're not saving space on your shelves because macaroni that's been put in a jar with juice expands and takes up a lot more room. So you're not saving space, you're not saving time, and you're not saving energy. So I don't think that unless you're preparing meals for somebody who can't cook, there's no benefit at all to doing it.
Hey, I did those ravioli. I did those baby raviolis once, the dry ones from I forget, it was on the Rebel Canners thing.
Yeah.
And I put those in there, tried different really thin tomato juices. It worked, but they were super pasty.
Yeah.
It is a very special type macaroni they use, like Chef Boyardee uses in all their stuff.
And they're using like 3 tablespoons per pint. So like you're not really. Yeah.
Because if it was, I know one thing I'd be making. It's it's called Beefy Mac is the generic name of it. It's the beefaroni, whatever. You got the hamburger and the tomato sauce and the straight macaroni in there. And the grandkids just go through it. Oliver will want a full can of it. Danny will want half a can, and then Oliver will eat the other half of Danny's can as well. But yeah.
See, any pasta you've ever had, like chicken noodle soup, just to pick the basic. Yeah. I mean, the noodles, they barely hold their shape.
Yeah.
That's about it. You put it in your mouth, and you can barely tell it's there. I mean, unless it's like Lipton cup of noodles, something like that. Then, okay, well, they're dry noodles. They were freeze-dried or pre-cooked, dehydrated. You add the hot water, wait 3 minutes, and you got noodle soup.
Yeah.
But even those, you can't really, there's no bite to it.
Hang on here.
You're better off to can your meat sauce, and then just cook them in the meat sauce when you want to have them.
I do that. When I cook like rice, I'll make rice. I do it in chicken broth or beef broth, depending on what I'm doing. I don't put water in there. I put beef broth in it. Same with noodles. You want to make chicken noodle soup and boil your noodles separately, but boil them in the chicken broth.
Yeah.
Pull them out, cool them. That stops the cooking process. And when you add it back into your soup later, it doesn't just continue to expand and swell up and disappear.
Yeah.
And
All right. Yeah, go ahead, Tammy.
I like the freezing in 1 cup portions for soup too. So, if I make extra, I freeze it in 1 cup portions and then store those in the freezer.
All right, coming up top of the hour here. So coming up here tomorrow on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping. That's Gray with an A. For Tactical Tuesday, the topic is 20 days to get home. The subtopic is you have 90 minutes to gather supplies and get on the road before it's, to get hiking on the road because something terrible has happened. We'll talk all about that. But the thing is, you got 20 days to hike home.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping. Thursday night on Gray Man Prepping is the Midnight Ride. Then, which doesn't start at midnight, starts at 10 o'clock, the actual starting time of the Midnight Ride. Friday, back here on Friday is, the topic is pole barn evolution, talking about pole barns, if we're getting back to the homestead, the cows, the calves, the goats, whatever. We're going to talk about pole barns. Saturday on Gray Man Prepping is after cloning comes. What are your plans? Yeah. And
whatever.
Then, yeah. And then next Monday here is an open chat, kind of like an open chat stuff. We're going to talk about canning supplies and open chat. Okay. So we're just, general want to talk about equipment, jars, lids, whatever. We'll be there with answer questions, and we'll see where it goes. Someone asks a really interesting question, we may go that direction for the next 20 minutes.
That never happens to us.
All right, so that's what's coming up here in the next week. And I hope everybody got good information tonight, good ideas, and you're thinking like, what sort of drinks can I make? All right, everyone. Take care and happy canning, and we'll see you later on.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Come on.